Arcades is an industry that has been slowly fading since their heyday in the 70s and 80s. What was once only possible in an arcade can now mostly be played at home on a console that costs as little as £50, which even has better graphics. This is all changing with VR, as high-powered VR such as the HTC Vive or the Oculus Rift is still very much a niche market with a high entry cost, and is still wrestling with the challenges of locomotion. Arcades that specialise in VR are starting to pop up to take advantage. It does this by providing a high-end gaming experience, typically in specially designed rigs that bring a level of immersion not currently possible anywhere else. The slides that have been running in the background show some of the rigs available in these VR arcades. A couple examples are, for Mario Kart, the player is sat in a rig that looks and moves like a go-kart. In addition to that, the player has sensors attached to their wrists so they can reach out and grab weapons and throw them at other players. Another example, for a game where a player flies a bike with wings through narrow caves and between mountains, the rig for this experience is a bike that has two large fans positioned in front of the player so that when they dive in the game, they feel the wind rushing into their face. Escape rooms are typically an interactive experience where a group of up to 6 people are locked in a room and have 60 minutes to work together to solve a series of puzzles in order to escape. Innovative companies are starting to explore merging the concept of an escape room with VR, so that now, rather than being limited to the physical space that their facilities have, they can send players on vast epic journeys to exotic places, giving them powers and abilities that would not be possible to recreate in the real world. These experiences typically involve a high-powered VR headset such as the HTC Vive, along with leap motion technology so that players can use their hands to interact with the virtual world. The pictures in the slideshow are from 2 escape rooms. One is called Mind Horror, which is a horror game based in London, UK, where each player is part of a cyber detective team that needs to infiltrate a serial killer's mind to be able to extract vital information in order to save the child he kidnapped. The other experience is called VR Space Station Escape, which is based in South Carolina in the US, where the player needs to work as part of a team to escape from a space station. Hyperreality is a new medium created by VR. It's essentially VR with all the bells and whistles. In hyperreality, when you walk around the world physically with your own legs, your movements are mirrored in the game world, so it feels like you're walking on the other planet. Hyperreality aims to match all the game world's sensory experience with a real-world counterpart. If you see a seat in the game world, you can safely sit down on it, as there will be a real-world counterpart. If there is a fire in the game, there will be a heater in the real world, so the actual heat you experience is real. If you get shot in the game world, the haptic suit you are wearing will recreate a thankfully less lethal sensation using the haptic feedback. Hyperreality is being pioneered by a company called The Void, which is currently expanding their operations from the US to the UK with aspirations of taking its product around the world. Creative directors are eagerly exploring how VR can be used as a storytelling medium. Every year at the Sundance Film Festival, a VR short films category competition is held. In other areas, directors are offering VR extras such as clips in Disney's movie VR, where the user can hang out with the film crew during filming the Star Wars Rogue One movie, or allowing the user to stand in Mowgli's place whilst he is being sweet-talked by Kaa, the ginormous snake. Halcyon is an internet-based TV series which allows users to watch the TV series online before providing interactive VR content that allows them to explore the crime scenes in more detail. Companies such as the BBC are also creating documentaries such as We Wait VR, which transports the user into the heart of a refugee crisis so that users can experience in a virtual hand sort of way the horrors that the refugees go through in order to come to Europe. Each of these topics mentioned are included in the rolling slideshow. In February 2018, the world's first VR theme park will be opening in China. When users enter the theme park, they will each be given a Gear VR, which will allow them to explore the park's dozens of VR attractions, including space travel, meeting extraterrestrial life, and riding on the back of dragons. In addition, the theme park will also include a VR restaurant, a movie theatre, recreational areas, a children's area, and China's first VR roller coaster. The park is believed to have cost between $1.3 and $1.5 billion to create.